Check 1. This is all AI. Check 2. This is all AI. Check 3. Syphilis. Syphilis. Check 4. AI check. AI check. Hi, Pickles. Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! Check 6. AI check. I can feel it all the way down in my plums. Feel it down in my plums. Move this man! This is what I got for you, Maddie.
Fucker.
This is what I got for you. Painted it yellow. Painted it yellow. I know I'm hilarious. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. Boo, bitch. Hi, Pickles. I have just been in a football and paper mache and crafting binge, everybody. Hi, Nijiro. Hi, Stoic. I still have... I made curry the other day, and I've been eating curry. I got one more meal of it. Hi, Comic Cat. I have just been crafting like a son of a bitch. Stoic, did you see I did the air clay shit? Yep, I saw that, Maddie. After 19 years. After 19 years. I did not eat the clay. The clay is probably edible, but it probably would not sit well. It's baking soda and cornstarch. But... So, like, I made this... acrylic. This is an acrylics. I made this. It's cracking, though. I didn't notice this today, how much this is cracking. But I'll probably have to come in there and, like, put maybe, like, something soft to, like, fill in all the cracks. What are we talking about acrylics? Thank you, Stoic. Where is all this acrylics coming in? Mephisto? I don't know, I just did this off of memory. I'm probably going to use my prop tongue and eyes in this. But we'll see. Oh, okay. So we're doing that today. We're doing that today. Also, he is Comic Cat. Let's see. Here, I'll bring out all the paper mache shit I got going on.
Fire the nuclear weapons.
What happened? Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! We got the beginning of the head.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm showing off my paper mache, everybody. Hi, Rumaki. So I got this. This is the beginning of the head. I tried putting in some like a brow line, but this is the nose. It's not a dildo, that's why.
What the fuck is that?
That's a nose, everybody. This is its nose. You can see I started putting the brow ridge and the under eyes. You hear an echo? There shouldn't be. Oh, I see why. I was watching Lizzie. Let me go close the other stream. Okay. Is that JD Vance? It might be JD Vance. Yeah, no, I had Lizzie's stream open. I forgot to close it. And, so I rated myself. No, I just had a long, thin nose. This was using a straw. Good, Lizzie. How are you? Post your links. I'm gonna put a huge mouth on this guy. There. I'm gonna try and put like a big mouth. And then the eyes like right here. So we got this. We got a mushroom, so I built a mushroom stem. And then this is going to be the top of the mushroom. So we have a gigantic mushroom. And I might do another, like, more conical one. Yep, a big old mushroom here. It might be... Oh. So I'm going to paint this red and white. We're going to paint this red and white. Son of a bitch! I'm all over the place. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot. I got another head that I have put together just in like a sphere on the way. Like, that's already, it's drying right now. I might be doing the Crash Bandicoot mask that Amy wants, but I haven't put in any time into that. A lot of crafting. Been painting some shit. Well, tons of farts. Tons of farts. But I don't know if I like this as yellow, but I just spray painted it yellow. Obviously, I made the mat. I had to put all this together. I forgot to turn on the box fan as well. Let me go turn on the box fan. For the fire. The fires of hell. Lizzie, post your links. Post them. Goddamn son of a bitch. I don't know how much you guys can hear that fan. Can you all hear that fan? Good. Is it annoying? Because I could probably do without... Here. I'll show you what I have going on. Oh, fuck you. So that's supposed to be the fires of hell. Where our hero Satan is making a deal with the devil. Is that horrifying? Hold on, let me get this glare out of here for you. Right now you have light coming into the lens. I think this is fairly normal for people to have in their homes. I think that's fairly normal. Raindrops on roses and whiskey. If I had one, I'd consider it. Smoke is tough, though, because smoke you have to like capture a moment, and I'll never get to look at it for more than like a second with stability, right? You would, Stoic? You wouldn't think it'd just be super cool? So what, would you not go into like a oddity shop? My place is basically an oddity shop at this point. I'd think I'd probably do that though if I saw like brony shit. I just got mushrooms. I got little mushrooms lying around. Hi, Richards. Well, that's the name of the title, Richards. Satan makes a deal with the devil. I'm very normal, Maddie. It's getting there. Once I have more props, all right, so the biggest things I need. Well, that's the thing. It's because I have the easel stoic. I'm not just some random pervert doing this on their own. Well, I am a random pervert doing this on their own, but like there's like a higher level to it of purpose. Satan needs to stop making deals. That's true. You like in all honesty, you think so, Maddie? Were you just automon? Oh, because a wet dream? Because you're a pervert, M. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so the big props I need still. I want another skeleton. Hi, Todd. I want another skeleton. Probably at least one skeleton. Maybe even two more skeletons. And I'm talking big props here. I want a bar, like for drinks and alcohol type thing, and for like the chairs need like bar stools for it. I want a lectern for like a podium for like speeches. And then I need a lot of clothes. I need a big satin dress, a big satiny dress, a big satiny dress. I need Shakespearean costume clothes. I want to figure out sumo belts as well. I've looked, Comic Cat. There's just none that are reasonable or within a good distance of me. So it's either they want like... It's like for like a shitty lectern, they want like $150. And then I'd also have to drive 3 hours. That's what I'm seeing a lot on Facebook Marketplace, unfortunately. Hence why I can't point to it. This down here, if anyone finds it in their heart, for the price of a cup of coffee, you could donate to my Global Investment Prop Fund. Yeah, bar stools, like a lectern, like that's like a podium, right? A podium that somebody like does a speech at. I'm looking for one of those. Like I said, a good satiny dress, like the ones you'd see on like a John Singer Sargent painting. All right, shall we begin? All right, everybody. So we're doing a. It's gonna be 24 inch by 24 inch, which for all you non-Americans, that is approximately, what is that? Roughly 60 by 60 centimeters. I would have liked this to have be bigger, but I just don't have it. Done a self-portrait. I've done like 30 self-portraits. They're all on my Instagram. But in reality, no, I have not. Oh, me too, Me too. We'll leave this up here just in case Maddie acts up. All right. Maddie needs to be bullied. All right, so here we have a viewfinder. I'm probably gonna, I am gonna use this to lay out, oh, the center, oh, this ripped, huh? But just for some initial layout shit. So this is a square, it's the same aspect ratio as my, you know, canvas. So then you look through this to place that shit. So here, I'll try and demonstrate it for y'all. So you would look through this, right, and see how it lines up on the canvas, right, like that. That's what you use these for. You see that, everybody? You see? Do you see? All right, good. We all see. No, you can be mean to Maddie. You can be mean to Maddie here, just not Pickles. Oh my god, my points! And Maddie has gas again. My points! Oh, those acrylics. Yeah, those acrylics are for the paper mache, yo. Right there.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Give me back my points! Don't make me crash the oily points economy. Am I, Drez? Am I? Give me back my son! Name that movie. Name that movie, everybody. The quote is, "Give me back my son!" Name that movie for an oily point. Raindrops on roses and warm woolen mitten. Brown paper packages tied up with string. Shit, M got that right away. It is ransom. M, you get a point. Ramsp? It's not ramps, it's ransom. M got it right. Tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites. Ouch. When the bee stings. I'm allergic. I know. Mel Gibson is a real shithead. So I realize I really love YouTube content that exposes liars. Has anyone ever gotten into this shit? Where it's like these long-term successful YouTube people are like actually liars. I love learning about all their lies. So is anybody familiar with this Shad Diversity guy? Shad Diversity? I've been in a rabbit hole the last like day on him, and boy is he an asshole. Yeah. I didn't know he was such a douche. Like, the only thing I'd seen him in, he does like LARPing. He like pretends to know about like medieval fighting. SHADIV, like Shaw Diversity. Yeah, Mr. Beast. But so you guys know Jazza? It's Jazza's brother. Who does like, he did like medieval like fighting videos. And then he's a big like AI guy. Yeah, Jazza's brother is Shad Diversity, essentially. I don't think so, because they're English. But so Shad Diversity is like a right-wing, he's like anti-woke bullshit. He loves AI art, where he makes videos defending AI art, where he does these really terrible like AI art shit. No, they're English. They're English. And like he puts his wife on these like wife's face on all these things, and he's like, it's like everything awful about it he defends. So he says it takes artistic ability to recognize like anatomy and all this other shit. It's crazy. It's crazy how nuts this fucking guy is. And then of course, yeah, he's like a right-wing grifter too now. And then you find out that his sword fighting videos were all bad too. And it's crazy. Oh, it does? Okay, I thought they were, I really thought they were English, I guess they're Australian. He sounds English to me too, but I'm not, I'm wrong, obviously. So I've been watching all these videos about people, like, showing how much of a fraud he is. I've heard the Neon guy's name. I haven't got anything into him. I get a lot of satisfaction looking up all the pirate software shit. The pirate software shit is crazy how like much that fucker lies. Who else is there? There's that that bodybuilder guy, like Renaissance lifting guy who was like a race realist, and like then he faked his PhD thesis because he went to like a sham college, and he says he's like the smartest guy in the world, literally. Yeah, no, I've watched a ton of shit on pirate software. Don't you boo me, Kaylan. Well, I mean Maddie, it's more so that like the right accepts anybody because of how uncool and shitty their beliefs are, that they need anybody. Stop it! Stop it before I go right wing. Which Meat Canyon video? On the pirate software? Yeah. I love Meat Canyon. Love Meat Canyon stuff. Oh my god, Kaylan! Got 5 oily points? Oh my god, Kaylan looting the body, everybody. You're sick. You're sick. Oh my god. Yeah, because I watched a little bit of pirate software like before the WoW shit happened. I never can say I watched like an entirety, but I like, you know, I there was a couple times where I watched his stream, and I have to say I didn't get any like huge red flags, but like I didn't like his persona enough to continue watching with all seriousness. But with the WoW shit, I was watching somebody else who was a part of the WoW. Well, you know, Dr. K's a right-wing grifter now too. Did you know that, That Dr. K fucker? Yeah. Yeah, no, he's into like the incel shit. Yes. I watched that like last week, literally. So Pirate Software was one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. He won like a Streamer of the Year award, and he had the record for the biggest hype train. And then like there was this a big like World of Warcraft event that he was a part of. I'm not going to get into the minutia of like what that was, but a controversy happened with him, and then like people started delving into his history, and then like people start like going into all this other stuff that he's basically been lying about his entire career. I don't know the Wreckful incident. Nope, Comic Cat, you just got to stay here and watch and listen. But yeah, Dr. K is big into the incel world, where he's even advocated for like the government intervening on incels and like basically providing him sex workers. Well, he still has it. Yeah, Todd. So people have been going into the code of his game. He online has faked knowing how to do puzzles in games he's been playing on stream, where he's been looking them up and pretending like he figured it out in the moment. He's done that with tons of games, apparently. Can you message me some stuff on that? I don't even watch Dr. K's shit, but I didn't know we had the shared interest then. Of frauds online. Dr. K, I think he's a Pakistani man, a Pakistani American or something like that, who like has presented himself as a real intellectual in like progressive psychological things, and then it turns out he just really has horrible beliefs. But he did call out pirate software on something. That was pretty cool in the moment. If you doom scroll, you've probably seen some shit by him. See, I don't use Reddit at all, but I doom scroll a decent amount. And I take in a lot of YouTube videos. Either or. But yeah, so I've watched I've had like several videos on diversity, I should say. Shad diversity on today. Like, he even uses the terms like woke mind virus. He literally says that with a straight face when he's talking about the Mario movie. Yeah, I don't like what's the right word? I don't like write comments or anything like that. I just like learning about it. It does depress the fuck out of me though. Because as you all know, I have the woke mind virus, and unfortunately I'm in hospice care for the woke mind virus, everybody. There's no recovery for it. I got it bad. Yeah, that's what I get a lot too, Stoic. Well, because I also I watch a lot of political shit. You know, it's that woke mind virus. They're literally brothers, Todd. And Shad is the older brother too. And he's really uncomfortable with he's clearly very uncomfortable with his brother's success. Well, and it also explains that, you know, Jazza defended AI art like 2 years ago. He had a video like 3 months ago retracting all that shit. But I think that's probably the reason why he defended AI art to begin with. No shit. Romanoff was Mario Batali's partner, right? Am I correct on that? Tied up in a string. These are a few favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings. Oh, are they? Okay. I knew the name. I'm trying to remember who the fuck was the name of Mario Batali's restaurant partner. I think that guy's also, he's the bald guy from like the kitchen competition shows, the judge. Oh yeah, I think you are. I think it is with the V's, Kaylin. Really? Interesting. Who's Scott Adams? I don't even know that name. Let me look it up. When I'm feeling sad. Oh, that guy's a piece of shit. Oh, okay. All right. Did he kill himself? He wasn't that old. He was 68? Oh, he had cancer? Well, fact of the matter is, I'm not sad. Okay. All right. Shall we be, should I put, I should probably do this. I did enjoy the Dilbert cartoon back in the day when they had that Comedy Central one. That was obviously before he went off his fucking rocker. From what I know of David Attenborough, yes, Comic Cat. But I was never that into like his work, I'll say. I wasn't really a part of that universe, but I wouldn't like, you know. I am generally sad when anybody dies. But not people who are actively trying to make the world a worse place for other people to live in. But Attenborough seemed like he wanted the world to be a better place. A lot of people in America love him. I just, once again, I have not, like, consumed enough of his work to, like, form an attachment. Yeah, I mean, like, do you remember the Comedy Central show? As well, which was just, like, you know, there was, like, 3 seasons of it. And it was fun back then. He also gives engineers a bad name. I also dislike his descent into evilness worse because, you know, as an ex-engineer, I could sympathize with some of his viewpoints. Well, just go back in time and give yourself cable. Damn it, Stoic. Okay. All right. Good, Stoic. Yeah. All right. Have you looked into the he goes by Dr. Mike, not the actual doctor. This one's the bodybuilder. His like fake PhD shit is pretty good. Dial M if you're not familiar. Have you gotten into ghost debunking shit? That scratches the itch a lot. So not the Dr. Mike who's an actual doctor, not the MD one. There's another Dr. Mike who is a bald bodybuilder who made a lot of videos and claims he was really smart, like criticizing workout shit. Oh, Mini Minutemen's good too. He debunks a lot of flat earthers and shit. Yeah, I don't know who you're referring to, Dylan. Mini Minutemen is a guy who really just debunks all the like flat earthers or alien fuckers on TikTok and shit. You might have seen some clips of him because he does a lot of shorts debunking it, but he's a good one. I've watched a lot of his shit too. But Dial-M, ghost debunking. There are several channels that are dedicated to debunking the face ghost hunters on YouTube. No, well, hold on. I'm just going to show you a picture of the bodybuilder guy I'm talking about. Dr. Mike Israetel, this fucker. Here. Oh. What did I just do? Dr. Mike Israetel. Yeah, this fucking guy. Race realist. Claims to be super smart, and then he kind of like faked his PhD. So the other Dr. Mike is all good, who I'll show you a picture of to make sure. This fucking gorgeous man. This is the good Dr. Mike, who debated people on vaccines and shit. This guy. He's the good one. So there are two Dr. Mikes. Yeah, I just love people who talk shit, get their or people who make up stuff and actively make the world a worse place, get their comeuppance. Oh, you know what there's a lot of good stuff on, too? Since Indiana does not require me to register a sole proprietorship, is it unethical to create one for the express purpose of padding my resume? No, but people will see through that, Todd. The right people will see through that. And the bad places will like that. But, Monica, I got another treasure trove of shit for you if you like that stuff. And you'll really like this one. Let me know when you're ready. Raindrops. Why do you have to embarrass me like this, Pickles? I got all the paint out. I'm ready to go. Why must you embarrass me? Oh, I hate Jordan Peterson. Yeah, I'm familiar with ContraPoints. ContraPoints has had some bad takes recently, though. All right, Dylan, there's a whole genre of fake AI artists, of people who trying to pass themselves off as digital artists who use AI and shit like that. And there's people calling them out all the time on YouTube. That's not true, Comic Cap. Why can't I take my time? But there's a lot, but it's them getting their comeuppance and getting and them getting called out for it. Okay. When the dog bites. Ouch. When the bee stings, I'm allergic. When I'm feeling sad, single tear. Okay. Let me just... So it is technically art scams. It's like people who are doing AI shit and taking commissions. But it is them getting called out for that bullshit. So like, you know how I use, this is all AI what you're watching? This is all predictive AI. Imagine me getting called out for me using AI like I am. Because this is all AI, everybody. Yep. As you can tell, because these lines are so perfect, this is definitively AI. So I haven't used lines in a while, or center lines, but I decided I am today. And so I got some concerns. Absent intelligence, how dare you? And then I don't feel so bad. Maybe like that, so. There's a lot going on in this, and I have struggled with some perspective shit where there's not a lot going on the upper hemisphere, and then I can't get down the right forms down meow in the bottom half. Right? So it's like, because this is like the entire body, and then the hand is like right here for the shaking of the hand. But because I'm an expert, everybody, like I am the greatest, since I'm the greatest painter in the world, okay, and not just a cheap knockoff. See, I already feel like I see a problem. And then I don't feel so bad. All right, who wants this? Only $3 billion. Who wants it as is? It's like... It is Comic Cat. Call it strawberry. Done. Getting my own blood. No, my blood is a lot more of neon green than this stoic. My blood is a lot more... My goo is a lot more neon green. All right, that's a reference that sounded more sexual than I meant it to be. That is correct, Stoic. Is Slimy your cousin? Yes. And just remember, everybody, once I get assassinated by a combination of Maddie, Jan, frankly, Salt and Mud are probably going to be a part of it too. I'm going to be doing reverse exorcisms as a ghost at everywhere you all live. And I think you know what that means. As a ghost, I'm going to exorcise all the humans. Yep. No. I'm just going to as a ghost, I'm just going to masturbate in your houses and make you all very uncomfortable. Yep. And I'm going to maintain eye contact. Well, that's how you get rid of ghosts, Comic Cat. How else do you get rid of ghosts? Well, I'll get you out the old-fashioned way, Todd. No, good luck getting rid of me that way. Good luck. And I don't feel so sad. Oh yeah, I have a Elizabethan collar coming for Satan here, but it has not come in yet. Just FYI, everybody. Imagine Satan here with an Elizabethan collar. The collar, yeah. My intent to is at least as of right now, Pickles. Where is this titty shadow? There. Well, this is Satan making a deal with the devil. Spray some Febreze. That's true. Raindrops on roses and whiskers and you can... it's, you know, just a matter of you getting used to it, Kat. It really just is. Cut up the string. You could do it too, you just gotta do it, you know? It's one of those things. Like somewhere like that. Well, do you hold your pencil like a wand? You could start off by doing that, right? Like a magic wand. Can't even see the horns on this fucking guy. So my mom brought up an interesting point, though, is that she doesn't like that Satan is a woman in this. And I do agree with that sentiment. But I think it's also a note that of how predatory our president has been also towards women. And of course, since we're all going right-wing, obviously, we also have to take note of the evils of women. You know, since we are all going right-wing. Especially Maddie. Obviously, Comic Cat. Obviously. Yeah, that's terrible. How could you do that? Awful. Let me make sure this titty's good. Tied up with string. Right, Stoic. Right. Of course they don't. Do you have the woke mind virus, Stoic? No worries. No worries, Do you all have the woke mind virus? Favorite thing. Oh my god. That's terrible. Did you name your virus? I feel like it should be. My mind virus is Frank Restraint. That's true. By the way, whenever you come across something that you think no one but yourself would enjoy watching, just leave a link. I shall, Monica. Hi, Snark. TDS, what's TDS? So, Snark, I am of the belief that there is no such thing as a muddy color. Oh, Trump derangements. I don't think there is such thing as a muddy color. Because the color can almost always be reused in something that you're doing. You get what I'm saying, dog? So I know that I can make this dark background color with the red that was on my brush, so it didn't bother me. I saw a guy load his brush with solvent, so when he oil paints, it doesn't just get soaked up by the brush and you use less. Is this accurate? Like, you can, like, solvent will allow you to spread, for the paint to be spread more across, but, right, so what, like, based on what I've talked about before, Pickles, do you see why that might be an issue if you could spread the same amount of paint across a larger area? So the issue isn't about using less or more paint, but the issue lies within what happens to the paint as a result of spreading it around that thinly and with solvent. Oh, no worries. Cause Snark, I don't think cleaning matters. I had red on this brush. and I wanted to make like a dark purple or a desaturated purple for these darker areas. And so I knew I could just mix in the blues and burnt umber with that and get a result that I thought would be suitable. Right? Well, I mean, the soft brushes, Pickles, absorb a lot of solvent. That's why you can't really use bristle brushes as solvent, because they don't absorb the same way. Bristle is used for pushing paint around, and it's really good for pushing thick paint around, right? He had a bristle. He might have had one that absorbs more, though. Like, there are some variations on that, Pickles. I don't foresee it being a challenge. M, you can't go to sleep. You have to stay up. Remember, you're the secretary now. You have to record record everything that happens here. Brown paper packages tied up with string. Well, here's the thing. I advise Snark of not trying to be perfect. I think trying to be perfect when painting is a trap. I really think that. Now, obviously, I'm not into hyper-realism and shit like that. And yeah, if you're doing hyperrealism and you're trying to be perfect, like, you might end up cleaning your brush more so than I do. But I think that really will detract from your learning and understanding, at least attempting like to do hyperrealism off the bat. Oh, that's for Maddie. I could barely see them. So I might put in some marks for them here, but not on the blocking stage. Well, it's, you know, it's a matter of what you concern you're with, Snark, right? Like, I don't see that. Like, I haven't cleaned a brush, Snark. Like, cleaned a brush in years while doing a painting. It's probably been almost 3 years. It's just oil. It's not thinner. I haven't used solvent in like, 2 years? Over 2 years. I haven't used any solvent in any of my paintings in 2 years. 2+ years. 2+ years. This is just oil. So if you want to paint badly like me, Snark, don't use solvents. You don't need to. I don't know if it saves a lot of paint. Saves a lot of time and bullshit and health risks. And it makes your paintings more robust. I'm probably going to estimate what the Elizabethan collar is going to look like here. But for the white of the mask, would you use a different brush for that then? So sometimes, like, I might have a brush that I use brights on versus darks, just to save some time with that. But want me to show you what I would do? I think I've showed it to you before, Snark, but I don't mind doing it again. Okay. You ready for a secret of the universe, Snark? You ready for a secret of the universe? Is everybody sitting down for a secret of the universe? Okay, I just pulled this brush out of my, I don't want that brush. I do need some additional brushes. Okay, I just pulled this brush out of my jar, okay? Just gonna wipe it off. As you can see here. So you can see the color on it, right? You can see it's kind of just like a desaturated green. Okay? Like, oh wait, I want to use pure white on this. I want to use pure white with this brush, but every time I can't because it's dirty. Well, what you can do is you can take a little bit of your white, mix it into the brush, wipe it off, repeat. You could even save these piles for other bullshit, which I'm going to do here. Work it into your brush. Wipe it off again, and now you have a brush that will that I could use with white. See? That's it. You wash the brush in the next color. That's all it is, bud. You wash the brush in paint. No, it's not the consistency of the oil. It's just, you could do that with acrylics too, Snark. You could do that with acrylics. Now, oil is thicker, but you could still wash out a brush in another acrylic. Wash the brush with taint. Well, that's my new product. That's my new product, Stoic, is Badley's Taint Wash. All right, no worries, Pickles. Badley's Taint Wash, patent pending. Found at a Circuit City near you. Everyone does, Snark. Everyone does. It's too dark, I think. Badly made taint wash, yep. So I am suspicious that some of my dimensions here are, I'm making it too big already. Maybe not. Maybe not. Tiny fucking... So remember, I'm just trying to get general placement here, everybody. Like, that titty's way too far to the left. So that has to move down over here. Send you a seat. I'm gonna get that sponsorship. Tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, ouch. Top titty, yeah. Thoughts and prayers, Carlos. Good. Has everyone been saying their government mandated thoughts and prayers? All right. Christy Gnome just called me before the stream to make sure everybody was doing that. You know the great witch, Christy Gnome?
Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you, Embry. That's true. Well, Satan is making a deal with the devil, and I've advised Satan to be careful, because this is not a good person to do business with. Snark, you as an American, as everybody here is an American, even if you live in Europe, you are now an American, okay? I have it on good authority, we're taking over all of Europe, okay? So as everyone here are future Americans, okay, you have to send your government mandated thoughts and prayers. Okay? That's the law. All right? You Canadians too. I was going to say, as a Satanist, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I know. That's the thing, Carlos. I think this is a bad direction for Satan to go in. Snake oil when? I told you we had tariff issues with bringing in all the pissed off cobras. We've been having tariff issues with getting all the cobras in. All right, this head's just completely off. I'm sick of your excuses. I think it goes more like... running with the devil. Sylvester Stallone. No, not the greatest movie ever created, Stoic. Well, can you get my... I need thousands of pissed off cobras for a cobra kumite. That's how I make my snake oil. Basically, I put the snakes through 16 cobra kumites, take the winners, put the winners in a kumite, and then I blend that cobra up and extract its oil, and that's snake oil. Okay? That's how we make patented, why can't I say it? Patented, badly snake oil. That's how it's made, everybody. We find the most pissed off cobras. But maybe we should throw a Sylvester Stallone in there, too. Maddie, what would you think of throwing Sylvester Stallone in the batch of snake oil as well? Well, they're not. The snake oil is not for sale yet, okay? I have to be clear on this, okay? The snake oil is on the way. Oh, you remembered he's supposedly into that, yeah. Grant, that's not really something you forget. I think it might, Stoic. Since we're all, you know, yeah, no, Salt, everybody, we all got to start getting into glass bottom boating. Obvious, since we're going right wing. Oh, no, to the batch of cobra oil. That's true, Carlos. Yeah, you need a pure glass coffee table, right? And you need it to have some obvious, like, you know, width, so there's like less splatter on the floor. Since we're all such hardcore right-wingers now. Since we're all so very right-wing, everybody, we have to do this. We must. It's not the poop stop. That's a ramification of the right-wing shift, Mud. That's true, Yambari. After the thousands of glass bottom boats that you have to pay sex workers for. All right, if you were a sex worker, I would have to say that if that's all they wanted you to do, that would be more reassuring than anything else. Like where you didn't physically have to come in contact with them. Exactly, Salt, exactly. Salt, you get it. Right? If you were a sex worker, that might be best case scenario. Wait, so like all you want me to do is to poop on a coffee table? Okay. You'll pay me $1,000? Okay, all right. But if it's your poop though, Salt, it's your poop. You have to think about it, Yambari. You chose to watch this stream. You did this. Good, Carlos, good. Good. Carlos is assimilating nicely. I mean, all right. Oh, I missed the follow. Artony, thank you for the follow. If you're still here. You did just resub, Yambari, and thank you for that. I did respond to your sub. I missed the follow before that. I don't know if somebody said like, hey, like if somebody said, hey, I just want to watch you poop for $1,000, I would do it. We gotta follow this guy, yeah. Wait, I'm not saying film it, Maddie. I'm just saying somebody's like, I just want to watch you poop. You're squatting over the table. You're not sitting on the table. That's ludicrous, Mud. Ludicrous. Oh, God. Good times, everybody. Good times. Well, you could like start off by sitting on the table, but of course you're not going to shit while your ass is like touching the it's not going to like it's that would just be that would be the worst. I think they want to see the plopping. Now, I will say if I had to shit on somebody, I would require more money. No and no, Maddie. We don't have one. I think people have left the stream. Oh, God. What? What? What did I do? Are you guys infringing upon my free speech? Are you infringing upon my free speech? I feel like my free speech is being impeded. We should. Absolutely it is, Snark. Oh, I'm being my free speech. My free speech. It's being attacked. It's like always when I pull out a brush of that size, it's always that fucking one I don't want. Yeah. All right, I got a question for you because I had a discussion with somebody about this. Do people understand that the blue hand in this? Do we understand why I painted the hand blue? Nope, I actually painted the hand blue. The hand wasn't painted blue. No, I actually want to know if anybody picks up on this. Does anybody know? Wait a second. What am I doing? Okay, this shit comes down a lot further. Why is the hand blue? Do you understand why the hand's blue? Two by two? The fuck are you talking about? No. This is a serious question, because I thought people would pick up on this. Good, Snare got it, okay. Alright, because the God Emperor has the bruising on his hands. Has anybody seen that? He's been putting makeup on his hands. Well, apparently it's caused by IVs. Generally, a general answer to that is it's caused by IVs. That could be linked to congenital heart failure. And old people. Who got that old people stank. I know. So I'm talking about the evil conspiracy theorists who just want to see our God Emperor fail. Okay? You know this. Is that even too far out as well? I think so. He is okay, all right, yeah, that's true. You know what? You help me see the way. He's definitely just been looks maxing everybody. He's definitely just been looks maxing. Yep, that's true. By the way, you want to see something freaky? I normally don't go into this topic much, but you want to see something freaky? Look at Laura Loomer's plastic surgery. Has anyone seen this shit? It's crazy, Snark. That's true. That's true. As they all deserve to. I agree. That's why I don't normally talk about it, but I'll say, and this is not necessarily a good perspective, on somebody like Laura Loomer, I feel less bad about it. But largely, I agree with you, Salt. Well, I do agree with you. Because Lord knows I have it with my nut lifts. Maybe it needs to go further this way. The tie seems a little big. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Fuck. I need to go higher even. Higher and higher. Do 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 do. He's like no yellow. Still looks too blue, huh? It's too much. Too much. Fly me to the moon, let me play upon the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter or Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words. See this, I'm feeling it. Okay, because this got way too high, huh? Did it? Fly me to the moon. Let me play upon the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter or Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, please be true. Made his chest way too big. Oh my God, Richards. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm being attacked by scat. What's up, Odorous? Let me play upon the stars. Let me see. A tree fell down. What do you mean? Like outside of your home? Let me see. Oh, okay. It's like it's the giving tree's cousin, the fucking tree. Right, Salt? I forgot about the fucking tree. Interesting. Oh, so you're telling me it's the same entity? I know, Mud. I know. I'm missing the initial groups. But Mud, you know I'm staying up every night for to watch Group 1 live. You know this. It's fucking awesome though, Mud. Sumo is so fun. By the way, Mud, when he had that poll up yesterday for like giving that person salt, was that just him all trolling about him banning people? But he sounded so angry about it. Like, do you know what that was all about? Or is that just like a bit? Why would you create a poll and expect people to not fuck around with it and then get mad at them? I was actually a little bit annoyed. Like, in my head, if that was real, I was actually upset with how he handled that. Like, to the point that it was like, I consider that to be a really shitty thing if that was legit. Like, even banning a moderator. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Exactly. Like, but like to have, like, I feel like he should be more mature than that to understand what people are going to do. And even good people, like, you know what I mean? Because, like, he had this poll, and it seemed like a joke poll in the first place. And then he said, I'm going to start banning people who vote yes on this poll. It was only yes or no. And the question was kind of a joke. Yeah, Mud, if you could probably explain it better than I can, also. Yeah, that's what it was for. Yeah. Yeah, so it was like he was trying to give a moderator more channel points by running like a contest where he was going to put up like 30,000 channel points, And he just wanted that moderator to say yes so that they would get the channel points, I think is what it was. But then other people, like people just started clicking on it. And then he got upset saying he was going to ban anybody who said the thing that would get them channel points. Yeah. And he has seemed smarter than understanding that that would not work, especially with the amount of people who come into his stream. He had thousands of people in his stream. Hi, Outernet. Hi, Amy. You know, it's hard to say, but like that's what he was trying to do, because they always highlight their message to like announce the things. But he even banned a moderator, he said. And it really rubbed me the wrong way if it was true. If what he was like, if he said he was going to ban all these people, because we're talking hundreds of people for something that people might not even know what it's for. And it really bothered me. Like, I know he has to run a tight ship for the nature of what he's showing, because you get a lot of, you see it all the time, people just making fun of the sumos. But like, boy, was it a bit like power trippy what he was doing. Exactly, and that's the thing, right? Like, that's why I use the term power trippy, right? Because it's like, he's not like, he's just like going against like, frankly, human nature. He should know better, and he should be the fucking adult. And that's the thing, Shasta. Like, there are people probably who would just jump in the stream and not know any context and just click on it, right? And those people do not deserve to be banned. Like, they just don't. But he said, like, he's banning a moderator, and he called out the moderator. Yeah. Yeah, they moved on. I thought a lot about it, and it, like I said, it just like bothered me.
Fire the nuclear weapons.
Oh my God, hooray! Yay! Dreadfellow, welcome in. Get on in here. Share your links now or else. Or else. Or else. Son of a bitch! Gunner! Fucker!
Oh my God!
Anonymous. Anonymous, you goddamn son of a bitch. You've been on the moon? Boy, my arms are tired. What? Good. You should be tired after a trip of that magnitude. That Anonymous is a son of a bitch, Maddie. Maddie, how's that investigation been going? Or you get slimed. And not the cool kind. Fly me to the moon. Let me play upon the star. Let me see what... Good. Good. Oh, yeah, of course. Do you have an Instagram you'd like to share as well? I will make everybody go follow your Instagram. Maddie, we told you you had to do more than that. Maddie, we gave you a $3 million budget. Maddie, what happened to the $3 million? Good. Everybody go follow Dreadfella Makes. I've been following him for at least 40 years. So should you. I have not regretted it once. They post like 7 to 8 times a day. High quality content. You can't beat it. You can't beat it, everybody. Oh, cool stuff. They post 30 to 40 times per day. Oh, thank you, Dreadfell. You definitely won't regret it. Are you friends with Fool's Fox? I see that he's following you too. Fool's Fox is good people. I like Fools. Let me see what spring... Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you, Audinat. Oh my god, a hype train! Oh my god! Thank you for the bets, everybody. Anonymous, you fucker. Hype these nuts. Oh my god. Anonymous, you son of a bitch. Anonymous, I gave Maddie a $3 million budget to find you. And to destroy you. But it seems like Maddie has embezzled that money. What are you... Oh, Jan, what are you posting? Don't call me a fucker, you son of a bitch. What type of porn is Jan putting into my chat?
If you want the 2C...
Oh god, I've seen... Don't even put this stuff on. Jan, way to kick a man in the nards while he's down. Yeah, it was awful. It ruined my weekend. Okay? I didn't think the Packers were going to win, and then they lose in the most painful way possible that overcome my preemptive depression. Alright? I preemptively depressed myself to prepare for the loss. And then we, like, dominate and then lose. Let me see. We were up 21-3 at the first half, and we should have been up 24-3. We did dominate, and then we fucking lose. Stop crying. I'll cry if I want to. All right, it's my party. It's my party, Jan. And that gives me carte blanche to be a bitch about everything.
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! If it happened to you, yeah, no, it was as a Packers fan, it was a very frustrating game. And a Packers fan who lives in Illinois and whose family are Bears fans. Because I think you could imagine the texts and messages and all the people who wanted to discuss it with me. I don't crash out over sports. It was just like a really frustrating game from somebody who enjoys sports ball. And yeah, crash outs are hilarious. So yeah, I mean, you can, like, they've earned it. Like, I mean, it's one of those things, though. It's like it's not like the Bears looked exceptional either, but the NFL this year is very not exceptional. So it's like, okay, you know, good for you. Like, the Bears could win more games too. But, you know, one of my founding memories I told you about was I became a Packers fan in '96. I was young. I just started playing football. And the Packers won the Super Bowl. And, you know, the next year we lose the Super Bowl to the Denver Broncos. And my sisters started rooting against the Packers and becoming Bears fans because I became a Packers fan. So one of my, like, core childhood memories is me crying after the Packers losing and my sisters laughing and celebrating in my face. Just out of contrarian spite. Just out of a contrarian spite. Mind you, I was like 8. No, I was 9 at the time. I have 3 sisters. White Sox. I'm a White Sox fan. All 3 of them, Maddie. All 3 of them. Like, you think it was 1? All 3 of them. Listen, the things I've enjoyed in my life have largely been singular endeavors. Thank you for the bits again, Outernet and Dreadfellow. How you doing? 42 Arthur Philip Dent 42. You're a 7-bagger, huh? Maddie, you would genuinely like my sister. You would like 2 out of my sisters. That's true. Sister number 3 is a bit of a nutcase. I still love them. I'm not on bad terms with them, but very conspiracy theorist, anti-vax, shit like that. Yeah, I mean, the devil's going to take a little bit of time. I think Satan's going to turn out good, but I'm not sure about the devil yet. She's the one who just got married in Kentucky, Maddie. The wedding I went to back in October. Oh, God. Oh, that would be frustrating out of... If only we had, you know, some of these things we can't control, you know? I mean, obviously the government can't, you know, do anything about it because people's concerns aren't real, obviously. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. You know, he ordered an invasion. And they said no, and they distracted him with other shit. Did you guys hear about it this weekend? You hear about this? He actually did order the invasion. And the general said, fuck that. I would love a cheeseburger right now. I really would. I haven't had a good hamburger in a long time. I don't want to spend the money on them. Plus, I got like a decently priced burrito place by me, and so it's like whenever I have a craving like that, it's just like, ah, fuck it, I'm just gonna get a really good burrito. Yeah, you know, I don't make stroganoff at all, but you kind of make me want to try. I mean, it's very easy to make, so I'm tempted to just like make some. But if I kind of want to do it with like a good sausage if I find a good sausage. Oh, fuck you, Jan. Oh, I love biryani. Out and out biryani is one of my favorite foods. Biryani. Stroganoff is dope. Fart that burrito. I got a great burrito place by me. They do chili relleno burritos, and boy, do I love a good chili relleno burrito. If you haven't had a chili relleno burrito, everybody, figure it out. Biryani, though, I don't have a good Indian place by me. And biryani's kind of like a pain in the ass enough to make, where it's like I don't... Nor have I really I've tried making biryani before, but I've never executed it well, so it's always this kind of like bad textured rice. Biryani. Biryani. Wait, isn't he the, Yanni is the cello player, yeah, right? Mole's good. I like good carnitas. But I'm in an area with a lot of great Mexican food. A lot of great Mexican food. That sounds awesome, Auda. Is the New Age composer? Thank you, Carlos. No, that was the model. What was the fuck is his name? He hit a bird with his face on a roller coaster. What the fuck was his name again? He was on the romance covers. Why can't I remember his name? Mud! Fabio, that's it. Thank you, Catherine. Fabio. Mud is our stream romance novel expert. I was going to ask you, who was that male model who was on all the romance covers? Mud is our resident romance expert that every stream is required to have by law. Yeah, no, Catherine saved the day with Fabio on that one. Thank you again, Catherine. You know what, can somebody give Catherine a point? Can somebody give Catherine a point for that? You're welcome.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I don't think it's happened slowly. Don't you award me no points. I deserve points. 1 Venezuelan oily point. We can't refine that here, Jan. I can't refine Venezuelan oily points, okay? Can't do it. Only Canadian or American shale. It's pretty, I think it's pretty funny. You can laugh at that. We like to be political here. Obviously, everybody, we don't talk about politics here whatsoever, okay? We do not talk about politics, okay? If you do, we are going to permanently ban Maddie, but they still have to watch. Okay?
Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
No, Richards, we cannot talk about politics here. No matter what you want to say, we have to play the both sides card, okay? All right? I know, there's bad things on both sides. Democrats want to give people health care and make sure kids are fed, and Republicans want to murder Mexican people and women. Okay? They're equivalent. They're equivalent, everybody. God. Can't you see that they're both terrible? Oh my God. Can't you all see that? It's crazy. It's crazy what those Democrats they want people to be treated with dignity. Fucking crazy. Oh my God, is it stupid? Oh my God. Demon, yeah, good, Snare, good. Okay, it's the same. It's the same side, everybody. Okay? Exactly. Sure, Richards, what's that? So we won't talk about politics here, okay? All right? I won't allow any discussion on politics whatsoever, okay? Because, I'm afraid I might offend. I'm afraid we might offend some people that I want in my stream. I definitely want them. And I don't want to shame them. Exactly, Snare. I'm afraid, you know. Obviously odorous. All the checks and balances are working. Okay? Don't even think about it. All right? Don't even think about it. Just don't waste any thought on it, everybody. Okay? All right? There's bad people on both sides. Definitely. So that makes it all moot. What is wrong with this head? At your angle, it looks a little shitty, huh? That's true, Snark. Shoot a puppy again. That's true. Shoot multiple. So if you're a legal immigrant in this country, especially if you're a POC, you just have to show a little yellow star symbol on your shirt so everyone. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay, I didn't know that's all it took. I didn't know that's all it took. Okay, everybody. All right, good to know. It's all right. Hold on. Okay. Okay. And don't worry, everybody. I did not take the Russian money. Okay. I'm not currently getting paid $220,000 a month by the Russian government. Okay? I didn't take the money. Okay? Pretty sure Maddie did, though. Thank you, semi-positive. Thank you. Listen, everybody, I am the only person you can listen to about politics, okay? All right? We have to stop the woke mind virus. You shut your mouth, Jan. We must stop the woke mind virus. Okay? All right? God damn it, Jan. God damn it. Masks do nothing, everybody. COVID was a hoax. Okay? Obviously, the ICE members had every right to murder that woman, okay? But the January 6ers did not deserve any of the violence propagated against them. All right? The January 6ers were peaceful, okay? And they did not deserve any of the violence brought upon them. None of it. Okay? Those officers were plants, and they were all lying. They were all lying. I think that head's a little bit too wide. Maybe not. Maybe the jaw. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Is this could you imagine living life like that? Could you imagine just living life like that fucking maniac? None whatsoever. Semi-positive. Just nuts. Well, and I mean, you know, and then like think about how nuts it is that he just ran off afterwards. He didn't even fucking stay. Think about how nuts that is. Okay, I think that's part of it. It does, doesn't it, Odorous? Yeah. But no, that's just our sweet Lord Satan. But guys, I'm worried about Satan, all right? If he's making a deal with the devil right now, I'm a little bit concerned. I'm a little bit concerned, everybody. Is Satan taking the wrong path? Well, Satan's obviously has a handshake deal with the devil right here. That's true. That's true. Semi-positive. It's my party in the cry. If I want to, you would cry too if it happened to you. Do, 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 do. Beep, 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 beep. I made food and I see Dread made a wise rage. Well, thank you. X off sleuth. X of sleuth. Or X off loof. Oh, what's up, fools? I totally knew that. Nice to see you, fools. Hope you've been well, bud. We are painting everybody's favorite president. There hasn't been a better president ever. Okay. A modern day Grover Cleveland. So you know we have a good one, everybody. A modern day Grover Cleveland. Well, he's on the pill. He's on the pill, fools, Fox. And he's getting his blood boiled every night. So he deflates quite a bit. You know, they're going back to more archaic forms of medicine now. This is just... Positionally, I'm off here somehow. Now, what the fuck? How am I off? Is the question. Yeah, I've had this one in my head for a little bit. We're gonna be doing a lot, like, you know, a lot of my stuff in the future is going to revolve around this son of a bitch. Because I want to actively shame people. There's a lot of people that need shaming. And if they could just be reminded about their poor choices. Thank you, Mud. Well, I mean, it's just the truth, right? This small dick fucker, and anybody who supports them needs to be shamed. A lot. And, so I'm doing my part. You know, as the world's ending around us, you know. What's going on with this jaw? Just that. No, I'm pretty alright. And it wasn't an hour, it's about 40 minutes, Maddie. A man to look up to, true semi-positive. Now, the most powerful man in the world is literally evil. And his main advisor is a Nazi white supremacist. And anybody who supports that should be shamed. Should be shamed. At most 45 minutes, Maddie. Well, you know, Reagan might be one of the most evil men in the world, but there was so much more that he had to overcome to instill evil policies, right? Reagan was kind of the real start of like, or was like kind of like the start of like American inexceptionalism. Is that like the way I want to say that? And I hope that there's like a serious reckoning politically in the sense that I hope that like with the mandate that the Democrats will get, that they elect somebody who's actually progressive and that they, you know, every American, I think every American territory should be a state. They should ban all political donations. They should actually bring in universal health care or a government option to destroy the insurance companies, right? They should raise the corporate tax rate to over 50%. They can solve all of America's problems by just raising the corporate tax rate to 50%, and you wouldn't hurt anybody. Literally wouldn't. We should also tax like ultra wealthy people more, obviously. But the corporate tax rate being at its level is just fucking criminal. Yeah, then give me tyranny, fools, Fox. Oh, those poor fucking billionaires. Fuck them. They get to freely act like society revolves around them. Like they don't get way more tax dollars than everybody fucking else, and just because they numerically might pay more in taxes, but that they don't massively benefit from the society that was created. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking losers. You know what? If you keep that up, Richards, I might start a social media company, okay? If you keep that up, I might have to start a social media company to protect my feelings. Seriously. Like, it's just fucking gross. Like, it's so funny. I was reading a comment where they were like, it was like a video and somebody was bitching about, I think, tax rate on billionaires, and then they brought up a specific person. Like, well, in defense, like, you know, they made like you find these people who defend them with just like simple things of changing the argument, like just because like somebody might have got it more ethically than another, still not ethically, means that like it's still like means we shouldn't tax them more. Like that's like a positive trait. It's crazy how so many people are just like programmed to defend rich people with all the rhetoric available to them. Like, why do people feel compelled to defend Elon Musk? Oh, is it good? Okay. Because I really like The Greasy Strangler. That movie's fucked up, but I loved it. Maybe it's just the hair that made me question everything. It's because they desperately want to, and they've been raised in a puritanical society that makes them feel guilty about having any sexual urges. That's true. I mean, he's the modern day Iron Man, Richards. You know, here's a little bit of a question. Shit, what was I about to say? Oh, yeah. Is Robert Downey's Iron Man its existence and creation and Robert Downey's portrayal responsible for a lot of these social issues that we're having today? Because think about this, right? Elon became popular and became an influential person in society because of a lot of comparisons to Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. Do people agree with that? Nah? Okay. Because that was that was how a lot of people described Elon back in the day. Elon was? But remember, Elon started to get really popular in like 20... He didn't buy Tesla, though, until after Iron Man. Didn't he buy Tesla in like 07? Right, and he perpetrates the rumor that he started Tesla too? For anyone who doesn't know, he did not start Tesla. For anyone who doesn't know that. And if you want to see a hilarious picture of him, he had a Matrix phase, everybody, where he literally had like longer hair, dressed in like a leather duster, and like shit. Like, look up the Matrix photo of Elon Musk if you want to laugh at something. He might have even had a sword. But if you're at a computer right now, check it out, because it's fucking hilarious. Oh, very much so, Fool's Fox. Very much so. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. It's so fucking funny. You would cry too if it happened to you. I didn't even know he had a sword with it. Okay, all right, wait, I got an art trivia. Art trivia. What famous art loser asshole always carried a sword around with him? Degas? Nope. Caravaggio? I can't attest to Caravaggio. I don't think he did. This guy for sure did. Not Leonardo, nope. I'm talking artist, not Ninja Turtle. But this guy was an ultra fucking loser. What ultra fucking loser famous painter always carried a sword around with him? There's a bit of a hint in how I worded the question. Dali, nope. This is at least to my knowledge, okay? Yeah, it's not Damien Hirst. So the hint is, it's somebody I hate. Nope, not Caravaggio. Caravaggio. Not them. He did murder a man. But what this guy did was worse. And you should hate this man too. You should hate this man too. I'll also say Chagall, nope. This man would fit in perfectly with our current administration. This man would currently work for the Trump administration. Picasso, nope. Judas? Judas! Nope, not Judas. Good, Mud's on the right track. Smart detection. What'd they say? Oh, Hitler? Not Hitler. Nope. But good guess, considering that Hitler would work with the current administration. It's probably a risky allow. But we'll burn that bridge when we get there. Come on, Mud, you know this. You know this. He wasn't like a shitty painter, but he was at the same time. Bosch, nope. True. There it is. It's Gauguin. Gauguin, everybody. Pedophile loser Gauguin. Mud, give yourself 5 points for that. Gauguin is one of the biggest pieces of shit in art history. Gauguin had 4 or 5 kids, was working a job as a banker, left them to a life of poverty to go pursue self-described hedonistic pursuits, as in marrying 13 or 12-year-olds in the Caribbean and being super racist and pedophilic. Hi, Omizu. Also doing tons of very racially charged art in a way that hurt people. Gauguin wants you dead. And he was a loser who always carried a sword around with him. But he'd fit in great with our current administration. Not that long ago, semi-positive. I mean, I think he lived into the early 1900s. Just an awful man, though. Gauguin was the man. He was not Omizu. He literally wrote in his, like, journal that, like, 12-year-olds from, like, South America or the Caribbean, it was one of those 2 spots, were literally more mature, recognizing than a 12-year-old back in Europe, recognizing that it was wrong. So it's not even like a, like, you know how some people defend that bullshit with like, well, it was a different time period. No, it was still looked down upon back then. And mind you, Van Gogh was one of his best friends. Just saying. Just saying, everybody. But I heard they're posthumously awarding him Attorney General of the United States. I heard this, everybody. Artists are some of the best people. Yeah, that's right, Amizu. Man, I'm really ranting and raving today. First we had the poop talk, and now I'm just straight on to like bitching about politics the entire time. What other politics we want to bitch about, everybody? Definitely, Mud. Definitely. Should we go back to poop? People love poop talks. Stephen Miller is a real... I mean, he truly is one of the worst human beings in the world. Glass bottom, yeah, specific, yeah, obviously. He, and he probably has the president's ear more than anybody else, everybody. I mean, you can. If they haven't banned Hassan yet, you're pretty free to talk, because they want to ban Hassan. Oh, nice, Omizu. I love the protests in Minnesota where they're standing by the hotels and blowing whistles so those fuckers don't get any sleep. Boy, does that heal my heart. Oh, no shit. Good to know. Good to know, Todd. Oh, you know he did. You know he never, like, he's just had a, like, he's so repressed that he's just truly wished to just destroy the world. I mean, anybody who's like a white supremacist like him is like that way. Good for you, Todd. Good for you. Yeah, it's really awful, everybody. It's really awful. Oh no, he literally wants to create, make, United States a white ethno state. Like, that's literally one of his, like, biggest wants. Oh yeah, definitely semi-positive. You know, the only solace I have with these men is, you know, that they are incredibly unhappy. And that does give me some solace, everybody, with how unhappy men like that are. Yeah, exactly, bud. Right. Like, That is a good thing. That those men have no happiness. Exactly. That's the thing, fools. No. It's, you should care. You should give a fuck that they are unhappy. And that you should give a fuck that they should be more unhappy, frankly. Yeah, I don't. And nobody should. And they should be reminded how unloved they are by even the people who are just using them for their money. Because you know what, everybody? The thing that's gonna win the day is you have to make supporting them, you know, Republicans, right-wing shit, you have to make it so uncool that they fear it. That they fear being socially outcast so much. We have to be so mean to them that there's like no other option. I don't think they're ever happy. Semi-positive, if you'll take one thing, is I don't think they'll ever be happy because they'll always want more. In the modern context, they'll always want more. This could be we could be all white, we could be all religious, but then a movie will come out with a woman protagonist, and then they'll shit their pants. So just know this: they have no end game of happiness. They have none. Fucking needle dick losers. But you know what, everybody? Both sides are bad, everybody. Okay? Both sides are just as bad as the other. Okay? We're practically the same. I know, he's shitting his pants like multiple times per day, but he'll still do any scam that will, make him a few $1 million. But remember, everybody, both sides, okay? Both sides. Okay? It's important to know. Both sides. Well, it's like it's nihilistic, And like I was talking about that Shad Diversity guy, where he's just like, I've seen him in shorts before. I didn't know he was like a right-wing fucking loser, but it's just amazing how they just like spout off this bullshit like they're some fucking intellectual. And it's a combination of ego and stupidity, but it's nuts. Well, that line is in Leviticus, Richards. That line is in Leviticus, as we all know, and the rich white men shall inherit the earth. Goddamn Leviticus. Leviticus really fucked us, everybody. All right, who's worse, Judas or Leviticus? My vote is Leviticus. Jesus. If it happened to me. Pay for your sins with dollars. Anybody, if you donate $5, everybody, I will forgive you of all your sins. Okay? It's my new con, everybody. Good, Mud, good. But just know, everybody, I can absolve you of all your sins. Even Maddie. Maddie, even I can even absolve you of your sins, which are many. What are you talking about, Maddie? No, we gotta get those sins taken care of first. Good. Good, semi-positive. That's how you know it's working. All right? I haven't watched it. I heard it was decent. But boy, am I not into any of the Star Wars shit anymore. Okay. Yeah, I heard it was kind of like an anti-fascist thing, right? Did it? Yeah. I don't know. I think all the Star... okay. Star Wars, I haven't really respected... respect is strong. Enjoyed anything that has come out of the Star Wars universe. Pretty much my entire lifetime. Thank you, I'm very brave. Thank you. Yeah, I know RLM did. But they're very charitable to Star Wars because Star Wars kind of made their career, in my opinion. And Mike still, I don't think Mike liked it though. I think Rogue One was so half-assed. Rouge One, yeah. Rouge One, it tried to have its cake and eat it too with being dark and stuff, but it just didn't go hard enough on any of it. Was it Mike Fools Fox? Okay, I thought it was Mike who didn't like it. I did watch the one on Andor. I know he didn't like the, well, no, he did kind of like the one with the women in it, the witches or something. Because he liked that they were trying stuff on it. Okay, good to know, Fools. I might have to rewatch it. Gotcha. I do love Red Letter Media, though. That's like one of the few YouTube channels I've watched instantly when shit comes out. I have no interest in seeing... Because, you know, I have no interest in seeing Predator Badlands because it's like the representation of everything I kind of dislike about the modern film industry, where it's just like, yeah, let's just pump out anything that some asshole might, you know, associate with a brand, or let's make everything a goddamn universe instead of just making standalone films again. Yeah, yeah. It just, yeah, it looks incredibly... Like, I heard they put a cute dog in it, too. Right, didn't they put a cute dog in, like, the new Predator film? Alright, do we have a block in, everybody? That is the wisecracking monster? Good to know, okay. Do we have a block in? It's a little bit too dark. Whatever. Yeah, I think this will be good enough. Well, I'll touch up a few more things while I got the paint. I would cry too if it happened to you. Who got that stuck in my head? I think it was you, Odorous. Thank you, semi-positive. Very Alla Prima, very, impressionistic. I paint what I see. I don't know if you saw this earlier. Oh, fuck. You know, I have it set up right here. Set up all my props, so I'm looking at this while I paint. I am very normal. Okay, I'm very normal and well adjusted. Okay. All right, this isn't just the rantings and ravings of a lunatic you're watching. I turn it off. I turn it off. Plus, they're just going to see a lot of sad masturbating. Fool's Fox. But yeah, I make my own props now. We've been doing a lot of oh, I got paint on this. You know, I made this. This is of my hand from a plaster kit. Been making my own props. No. Been doing paper mache. I'm making a big face here. This nose out of paper mache. Kind of in the style of Joe Kappa, if any of you are familiar, is my plan. Making a big mushroom. Because I want to. I don't know, who doesn't like a big mushroom because it looks like a wiener? It looks like Trump's wiener. So we're going to have a lot of paintings with homemade props in the future. True Fool's Fox.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
Taint hairs. No, I sell the taint hairs. I use strictly butthole hairs for mine. Yeah, no, I'm really trying to expand my prop pool to do some stuff. What's going on with YouTube? Is it not public? No, it's public. But yeah, I like painting from life. It's what I want to continue to pursue. With this as a media, you know, oil paints. I make my own paints. If you're unaware, semi-positive, I make all my oil paint. I also make watercolors and oil pastels. They're all for sale. So all these paints here you see, I made them. Thank you. You know what? Thank you. You wouldn't believe the hate and vitriol I get from my normal viewers, okay? They hate me. For no reason. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again in the future. So I didn't do anything with the fire because I feel like I want that to be more of a I could have left that off the entire time. I kind of wanted it to be more of a like a weird fire thing in the middle, but I think I need to do that with like the base layer and just doing really thick brush strokes of shit. So we're not gonna do any of that. Paint Perv on Insta. He was cracking open some pigment from 1975. When I started talking science, I stopped listening like I do with you. You know, I get wanting to collect old pigment and stuff like that, but I'm also just kind of looking at what's sustainable and usable. Because I'm really only interested in paint that I can use myself. We're gonna call it there, by the way, everybody. We're gonna start cleaning up. So like I only investigate pigments when I think I have a practical use for them. Not like I'm not really into collecting it or like, you know, it's interesting learning about it, of course. He was bigger time, yeah. Oh, you're good. You're good, Fool's Fox. You're good. It's anonymous anyways. Anonymous is a son of a bitch. We don't trust Anonymous here. Anonymous does this to make me angry. And I will find them. And destroy them. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions for my next painting or setup, I wasted like yellow and lead white today, huh? Get hacked, bitch. No, it's not that anonymous. Look, it's impressionistic semi, so that means it's like I am constrained by nature and what I see, right? I'm not going to I'm not trying to be exceptionally finite. Best way of saying it, semi-positive. Oh god, shut up, Odorous. I'm trying to convey as much information with as few brushstrokes as possible. I have no morals, Richards. None. Sons of bitches. Won't even let me get some philosophy out there. Fuckers. Goddamn sons of bitches. Oh no. Oh, fuck. God damn it. That's the first time that's ever happened. Oh. Yep. That paper towel on the paint side right under my shirt, yo. And there's lead in that. So let's just wipe it into the fibers really quickly.
Shame!
And I'll have to change. It's not terrible, but it's on there. See, that's what I wiped up from my shirt. All right, good, everybody. That was good. That was good. Well, you know, frankly, Mud, there's a lot of paint on a lot of shirts I wear. So, I do have laundry detergent that's supposed to get rid of lead, so I do have that plus, but I just gotta, you know, maybe wash it twice. I mean, lead is a risk, and it's not a significant risk if you're over 30. But if I don't have a pet, I don't have children around me, like I don't, you know. If you had kids at home or if you had small animals, I'd be a lot more careful with it. I mean, I already clean it up and stuff like that, but... Or if I were Purgante, yeah. Shut up, Snark. Don't eat the lead. But lead is frankly, is very risky for developing brains. That's why lead is bad. But, like, people, like, if you're, once again, over 30... lead is really not a huge risk. As long as you're not just fucking eating it. You know, I wear gloves. I clean this up after every time. But, you know. Okay. We also do one more thing to protect from lead. And that is... why everybody's here.
I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
I can feel it down in my plums. Why everybody's here. Time to wipe that D. Live and uncensored. Semi-positive, this is your first time seeing it. Congratulations. This is why everybody's here. For the ceremonial D-wiping. No, you gotta stay here and watch this, semi-positive. You have to watch this. Live and uncensored. Oh my, oh, it's so cold. Why is it so cold? Oh God. Oh, it burns. Oh my God. Oh, I hate this. Why are you watching this? You all disgust me, you sick fucks. I'm looking at you. A lot of misters, yeah, that's true. Oh my God. Oh, this is just terrible. Oh, I hate myself and I hate you. Mr. Sick Fuck, yeah. Oh. God, I can't believe I do this on camera. It's funny because you could see the shadow too. Oh God. I could probably wipe my shirt a little bit with this, huh? Okay. The D has been wiped. The D has been wiped. Let's find somebody to raid. Well, I think I'm going to raid Sumo. Unless I have another friend that I'd rather raid. Thank you for your apology, Mr. Salt. We have NECA on. We have Amanda Claire. Let's snooze you. We have Sumo. We have M So Silly. I just rated M So Silly. Pinion is back. She's not doing art.
Fucker.
We'll wait on Pinion. You're a fucker. Blue Skittle. I just rated Blue Skittle, though. I don't know who this is. Silver Grains is on. Sumo doesn't really need my raid. I guess I should raid somebody who... Thank you for hanging out, Snarek. We'll be back on Thursday. I think there's a good chance we finish this on Thursday, everybody. I think there's a good chance. And after that, we're going to do a sumo portrait after this painting while I set up the next one. Let's raid Silver Grains. Silver Grains is a good friend of the stream, so let's raid Silver Grains. Silver Grains, they're doing photography. They're doing scanning. Make sure to raid and pillage all of their resources for this stream. Greenbag, I'll see you in hell. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, join the Discord. I'll always answer questions there. Catherine, thank you so much for joining me. Mr. Semi-Positive, thanks for joining us today. Hope to see you again. Snarek, Mud, Pigments, Mud, Pickles, Maddie. Thank you. Odorous. Bye-bye, Mother. Catherine, thank you again. Yeah. Let me know if anybody needs anything. And, yeah. Good night, everybody. Heading out. Bye.